Hello and welcome to News Feed on Trust TV. I am Sumaya Abubakar, taking you through the stories trending online that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today. I will never call Tinubu my president, says Pastor Bakari. I picked an Igbo Christian to be my CSO. There is no Islamization agenda, says Vice President Kashim Shettima, who tells Nigerians. I have been poorer in the last 4 years, says Makinde. And North Korea imprisoned entire family, including a 2-year-old child, for life after a Bible was discovered in their possession. Now, top of what's trending today, we have the serving overseer of the Citadel Global Community Church, Pastor Tunde Bakari, has said that he will never call the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his president. The clergyman said this during a webinar on Saturday, May 27th, after delivering his speech on the Zoom program titled Building the New Nigeria, the Role of the Diaspora. Bakari has said that the 2023 elections were below acceptable standards. Now, Bakari said he recently told Buhari that sometimes he called him president of Nigeria and other times he called him my president. He said at any public lecture anywhere, before this mess is cleared off, I will address Asiwaju as a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but I will never call him my president. Bakari, who participated in the All Progressive Congress APC presidential primary election on June 14, 2022, and polled no vote, said, I participated in the primary and there were hundreds who participated only by stepping down. So there is no shame in what we have done. We spoke truth to power within 7 minutes. I wasn't there when they voted. I wasn't there when they scored me 0. But we won that badge of 0 and badge of honor. A netizen commented, fighting for politicians is like fighting your friends on behalf of your enemies. God bless the new president. A guy said, don't worry, any man that sits in Aso Rock and give directives that governs the millions and the church too is your president, sir. You don't need to call him president. Another person asked, the same man that spent over 100 million to purchase the presidential form and still didn't get 1 vote. Next on what's trending, we have the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, who has addressed concerns that he and his principal, Bola Tinubu, have an agenda to Islamize Nigeria. Since Tinubu announced former Borno Governor Shettima as his running mate in 2022, there have been allegations that the Muslim ticket of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC could be employed to Islamize Nigeria, given that both Tinubu and Shettima are both Muslims and Nigeria is a multi-religious society. However, speaking at a lecture in Abuja on Saturday, May 27th, before Tinubu's inauguration on May 29th, the Vice President said there was no agenda to Islamize Africa's most populous nation. Shettima described Tinubu as a Muslim who is married to a Christian and pastor at the Redeemed Christian Church of God. He said someone who has not Islamized his country, people are alluding that he has the intention to Islamize the nation. Shettima revealed that he picked an Igbo man of the Catholic faith, to be his chief security officer. Earlier, Shettima said the APC nominated Godswill Akpabio, a former minister of Niger Delta Affairs and a Christian Southerner, for Senate president to avoid a situation where all the top officials of the incoming administration will be of the same faith. A netizen said, let's pray for this administration. They might just do better than the past. God's grace upon them, and may it favor me, my family, friends, and all well-meaning Nigerians out there. Another person said, Igbo have suffered in this country though. And someone said, now let's be real, this man speaks well. Next on what's trending, we have Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, who won his re-election campaign in the governorship election conducted in March, has said that he has grown poorer in the last 4 years. Makinde disclosed this while fielding questions from reporters shortly after submitting his end-of-tenure asset declaration form and obtaining a fresh one for a second term in office at the Oyo State office of the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, on Friday, May 26th. The Oyo State governor said he lost about 12% of the assets he declared in 2019 due to his inability to manage and focus on his personal businesses while governing Oyo State. He also added that he has no regrets serving people of the state. Makinde said, in his own words, I believe that you are all aware of my declaration for the first tenure. I can tell you that in the 4 years, I am poorer. I am serious because I have not really had the time to look after my business. I have been looking after Oyo State business, and I am not surprised that there were were losses a bit here and there, but I am still okay. It's actually about 10 to 12% poorer. The details of the loss will be made available to public in due course. In 2019, Makinde declared assets worth 50 billion naira. His assets declaration form was marked OYSCSA 2019-001 at that time. A netizen commented, "Liar, is this not the same governor taking people's land?" Another person said, "Makinde, you are too loved to be saying stuff like this to us now." And a lady said, "He's not lying though. This man has one of the biggest oil servicing company in Trans Amadi Port Harcourt. I knew him before he became governor. He has been made since, and he is one of those oil boys that entered politics. I still wonder why, because I know that he has been so rich before now." Next on What's Trending is a very sad news of driver who flees as container crushes cart pusher to death in Lagos State. A yet-to-be-identified cart pusher had been crushed to death after a container truck fully loaded with concrete stones fell on him at Goye by UBA Inward Dokpemu area of Lagos State. Operatives of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authorities, LASMA, who disclosed this in a statement, said the fatal accident occurred on Sunday, May 28, 2023. LASMA official Badmus Abdul Hakim of Zone 32 Dokpemu Akowonjo, who led the rescue team, disclosed that the victim died instantly. Preliminary investigation revealed that the driver of the container lost full concentration while dragging road on top speed with another trailer before falling off the road, blocking the entire BRT corridor inward Dokpemu. He confirmed that while the driver of the fallen truck ran away, LASMA officials retrieved a photocopy of his driver's license at the incident or the accident scene. While LASMA response unit LRU evacuated the fallen container off the BRT corridor, the recovered dead was handed over to members of the Hausa community around Dokpemu area after they mobilized themselves to scene of the accident with dangerous weapons. A netizen wrote, "Trucks dragging road with another truck. Now you have killed someone." A guy asked, "When will government really take a bold and drastic step against these agents of destiny termination?" And a lady added, "They still won't do anything to prevent such from happening again. RIP to the dead." Now let's take a short break, and when we come back, you will see what happens in public places these days. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's news feed. Ibadan makeup artist cries out after her car was raided by criminals while making purchase at a food company. She mentioned that the company is saying they cannot be held liable as she did not park on their own parking lot. The makeup artist is, however, insisting that they cannot exonerate themselves as she went with the company's security man's advice to park at the spot where her car was raided. Take a look.
Imagine just to buy something and come back out. My car's brain box is gone. See, just like that, the car's brain box is gone. How could this have happened without your knowledge? The security said they did not know anything and they did not see anybody. This is unacceptable. And see, they even removed these parts. In broad daylight, and they said they do not know anything about it. And now they are telling me this is not their space. Why did you park me there? You are making use of this space as your parking space because you do not have enough space. You park people there. When we came here, the whole space was occupied, and they parked us here. Now we came as the brain box is no longer there, and they are now telling me it is not their space. This is unacceptable.
A guy said the security men are 100% aware of what happened. A lady wrote, "I hope this goes viral on social media so no one patronizes their business again. Then they will understand that the kind of people they employ as security guards, it is their responsibility to their customers. Clearly, the security guards are in cahoots with the people who did this." Someone said, "You are driving the most expensive car around and you parked anyhow. If you use a Toyota Corolla 2003 to 2007, you need to know where to park. Don't just park anywhere or anyhow. The brain box and window buttons are the major target." Next on What's Trending, we have a Nigerian man who challenges a pastor who allegedly connived with him to give him fake prophecies. Take a look at the drama.
Give him my money, I won't come out. These are not the money we plan. These are not the money. All this one when you make fake call, I know they there, I know they after that one. Give him my money.
I told you, you have to leave my house.
Nothing when you don't.
Because
see,
if
you never see me. I go give you wahala. I go give you wahala.
If I call
I go give you problem. I go give you problem. You never know.
You don't like yourself.
Call the police.
Then
the police mean what? I won't make the police come. The police go come. Make I explain everything to them. Make I explain everything to them. Fake prophets. You be big fake. Now today people won't know. All those things when they arrange for you for the past, everything go leak today. I'll go carry people information, go give you. After I give you the information, finish, you use it against them for church. And everything come the way we take planner. So my money, you know, come give me. Now so we talk. Every service, as long as they bring people come every Sunday and they go investigate them, give you the information, and you use it against them, it work for you. You go most pay my money. You don't know say those people when you go today. I don't know how much they drop.
You calm down.
No, wait. They come they say make I calm down. I don't know.
And cry to the Holy Spirit.
Which spirit? Like cry to which spirit?
Leave my house.
I beg I not leave your house until you give me my money. Or you never know me. I go cast you today.
A lady said, so they give pastor information about a person and he claims he sees vision. Another lady said, if you know your Bible very well, you won't say that you stop going to church because of pastors. There are still true men of God out there. Another person said, CAN needs to come up with regulations for setting up churches. Next on What's Trending, we have an entire family, including a 2-year-old child, were sentenced to life imprisonment after a Bible was discovered in their possession, according to International Religious Freedom Report. This incident was revealed by the U.S. State Department's International Religious Freedom Report 2022, documenting the regime's crackdown on people having religious beliefs. According to a document released by a non-governmental organization, it is estimated that between 50,000 and 70,000 North Korean citizens have been imprisoned for being Christians. The report claims that among the many sent to prison was a 2-year-old who was reportedly sentenced to life after his parents were found in possession of a Bible. The family was arrested for their religious practices and possession of a Bible, and the entire family, including the 2-year-old, was sentenced to life imprisonment, in a political prison camp in 2009. The State Department, citing a report by Korea Future, a non-profit government organization working to accelerate justice and support accountability in North Korea, says the North Korean government persecutes the individuals who engage in religious practices, possesses religious items, have contact with religious people or persons, or share religious beliefs. Individuals who are persecuted may be arrested, detained, forced to work, tortured, denied a fair trial, deported, denied the right to life, or subjected to sexual violence. In December 2021, Korea Future released a report that documented the abuse of religious freedom against women in North Korea. The report was based on interviews with 151 Christian women who had experienced abuse. The report found that the most common forms of abuse were arbitrary detention, torture, deportation, forced labor, and sexual violence. A netizen commented, "Sometimes I wonder how life is for people living in North Korea. You can't even breathe properly there." A lady asked, does it mean no one can intervene? What is all this? Are you sure they don't pay, to even breathe? Because this is becoming worrisome. And someone said, God, I am grateful for Nigeria to an extent. And lastly, onto a funny video of a man trying to learn Chinese language. Take a look.
Chinese is easy.
Yeah, the boy na say. Like easy.
Well, it looks like he gave up. And that is all on Newsfeed today on Trust TV. Follow us and subscribe to all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.